This is called this is a very short track called Music Machine Number 20, and you can find it with SoundCloud if you look for Simon Belshaw. And I find out about this through the Tech Monthly that's happening on Phonic FM. Happens like I think the second Thursday of each month, about 4 o'clock, and it's only once a month. There's 2 of them, but you can find them again. They exist as podcasts, and you can find them through the Phonic website, which is phonic.fm. And they had an interview with Simon Belshaw and a visit to the Fab Lab, which is in Exeter Central Library. And I thought this was really good. I'll explain a little bit more about how art and technology fit together, but I'll play it first and see what JD thinks of this as music. That's it. Hang on, I'll fade that out for a bit, and that's one of the difficulties with this SoundCloud. It has a mind of its own. We don't know how to stop it.
Quite easy. Just pull the plug out.
Just pull the plug out. Okay. Well, we'll do that. Yes, this is here on the Wild Show. It's a bit rough and ready, isn't it? The Tech.
We're not ready, but we're rough.
Well, the Tech Monthly is a very tightly edited podcast style.
It's very good, actually. I've listened to it.
The show
on Phonic FM, and it's really good.
It's got a lot of information.
Information, yes. You have to listen to it 2 or 3 times to get all the information. But if they put it on a web page somewhere, it'd be great.
Well,
yes.
They have. It's on.
I think
it's designed as a podcast,
right.
And I think they've got it on. They've certainly got it on the Apple one, the iTunes one. And
I'm talking about what they've been talking about.
Oh,
yes.
to find it to work your way through all of it.
Work way through it and find that sort of thing, because people like being refreshed, about the different things. If you hear it on the wireless, they say that's good. I look on their website. Yeah. And just to pick up, because some people could just sort of be drifting through the room and catch something, and they say that sounds good, but then you've forgotten it by the time you got out the next door.
Well, yeah, that's true, because they've only got an hour a month.
Right.
They've got a lot of accumulated material through the conferences they've done, right, and their monthly meetings,
right,
and then they've got all the news coming along.
Right.
So they do pack it in.
Yes, they do. As I say, but some of these programs are way too much in an hour, I think, in a way. Do you think our program is too much in half an hour?
I don't know, JD. Sometimes we just chat away, and but when you
comes off the top of our heads.
Yeah, and when you come to edit it, out of 2 hours, there's about 7 minutes worth
of useful stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just us.
Yes, okay.
We've got our style.
Yeah.
And our listeners have to cope with it, really. We sort of turned it around, I think.
Yeah.
So one idea is you do a long interview and then you pick out the good bits for a tightly edited programme.
Yes.
And then the other
play again or whatever.
Yeah, but then also you can just sort of ramble on in a 2-hour show and pick out 3 YouTube clips of 4 minutes each.
Yeah.
And that's another style of approach to it all.
Mm.
But anyway, what strikes me, you know that Chris and John and myself are going to BETT.
Yeah.
At Exeter, the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the areas there is called STEAM. It was called STEM.
Steam?
It's going to be called STEAM.
Steam radio.
No, not Steam radio. Well, it could be Steam radio.
Powered by steam.
I'm not sure about radio. The BETT radio was there up to about 3 years ago. Then it was Toshiba radio, and now I'm not sure what it's going to be. But there will be some radio there. But STEAM, STEM, I must get this right, Science, Technology, Engineering and Medicine.
Oh, right.
And will you let Chris in? I shall rave on about this. Stay listening to me, and we'll let Chris in because he will understand this as well. He's at the door.
Right. Well, he is.
Yeah.
He's a passenger.
So last I shall just carry on explaining this while Chris arrives. This STEM idea is quite well known and describes a whole range of academic subjects at university level and also A-levels to get ready for that and so forth. But now there's this idea of STEAM, which puts art into the middle of all this. And I think that is part of what we're trying to do, or trying to understand with Albert Space. Mm-hmm. Chris, hello, welcome.
Hello.
I'll try and put... Yeah, let's see. No, that's not what... Hang on.
That might for...
Okay. Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll turn the news off. That might work. That might work all right. So, Chris, the story so far...
Yeah.
We're talking about a tune, which I'm not going to play again. I might play it again later on. But this tune comes from Simon Belshaw. Comes out of the Tech Monthly show. And this was a short one. He's got some longer ones, but I thought this was a one that would just fit into our tight format. So I'll play that again for you later. But basically, if you're thinking about BETT, which we're going to, one of the areas there has got things like the Raspberry Pi, and some BBC computer equipment as well, and lots of other things. And it's a bit like the Fab Lab. You know the Fab Lab in the Central Library here?
I do. So we went and saw that a while ago.
We did. And this the Tech Monthly, the new show on Fonnet FM, they had an interview with Simon Belshaw. They actually went there with their recording kit and spoke to him about his music machines. Yeah,
I went there with my iPhone.
Yeah, well, that's all right, Chris. It worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we can wander about Exeter. We can phone in the studio, or we can record stuff.
No, not now, because I haven't got credit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's wonderful though. We'll just talk to you abstractly about what can be done.
Okay.
With an iPhone, in theory, if you've got credit.
Yeah.
I'm sure that can be sorted out.
Yeah.
What is the budget for the Wild Show, Chris?
1.5p minus tax of 1.5p.
Yeah. So about 0.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Unless you want to pay my phone bill, they're only £42 a month.
£42?
42?
Yeah.
£10 a week.
That's well, I suppose that looking at
£10.50.
Oh, well,
all right.
no,
£10.
50 is.
Well, it's only £1 a day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And Will's just agreed he'll pay it.
I haven't. No, definitely.
well, could we just have pay as you go for about 3 days?
Pay as you go.
Go around the Central Library. It's not far away. You'd get there on the same day, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And ask them. Well, perhaps the Tech Monthly people will do it because they've got a budget.
Yeah,
I think Exeter City Council is sponsoring that show, so they probably can pay their phone bill.
Yeah.
But anyway, somebody could go round the Fab Lab at the Central Library and ask them if they know what STEAM means. Because when John and I went to BETT last year, we went into this area and we read all the write-up which said STEM is now STEAM, arts is part of it, and well, we couldn't really work out. It's a bit of a jumble, to be honest. Maybe it'll be better sorted out this year. There's still time for them to sort it out and make it clear. But I wasn't quite sure where the art fitted into it. Maybe that's just how it is. But these music machines, I would say they are art, and they're also part of the Fab Lab. So if we started there, we might get a better idea how that was going to work.